and I want it done immediately.
Piers,
Why shouldn't we have that?
we should absolutely have the very best safety measures. The reason why I paused there, Piers, is because I feel, as I said earlier, emotionally distraught about this. I want everything possible to be done. There are people who are friends of mine and with whom I've worked who've been directly affected. And all I would say is, of course there should be passion, but please don't turn your understandable distress and your anger on behalf of...
My distress is for these distressed people.
Your anger on behalf of other people into an opportunity to...
What?
One of the things I'm concerned about...
What do you think I'm doing?
One of the things I'm concerned about is making sure that our response to this puts the victims first. And one of the ways in which we can ensure that we put the victims first is by responding at speed, yes, but with calmness and not...
Our fire services...
No, Piers.
Yeah, we can keep talking. I can put other things to you. Our fire service
Piers.
did a brilliant job on Wednesday, right? They saved countless
Yes.
lives. They are absolute heroes. They also had no equipment that could get to the higher levels of this tower. As a matter of urgency, given there are thousands of other towers like this, any of which could go up in flames at any moment if this cladding is on them, right? Are we going to provide our emergency services with new equipment or new ways of tackling a high-rise fire in light of the fact that they clearly were incapable of getting to the top floors to save people's lives?
The fire service will get everything they absolutely need, and all our emergency services will get everything that they absolutely need to deal with the situation. But the point that I was trying to make earlier is that all of us will be helped if we conduct this debate, obviously fired by a sense of, anger at what's happened, but also a sense of proportion. And one of the things that I would say as well, Piers, is that it's important as we look at what's happened to get to the right answers. You make a point about sprinkler systems, it's a fair one, but the determination to get to the heart of things that I have and other ministers have is one that manifests itself by talking to people on the ground, getting to the heart of the situation. And as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't help anyone if we allow, understandable though it is, emotion to cloud reason at this point.
The emotion is anger on behalf of these poor people who lost their lives.
And do you think I don't feel that?
No, I'm sure you do, but unfortunately, unlike me, you're in a position to do something about it.
And I am.
Again. Philip Hammond said...
And you're in a position to do something about it as well.
Correct.
You have a responsibility.
Right, here's my
you have a responsibility and others have a responsibility,
my responsibility
to look coolly at this situation.
Actually, you know what?
And not to try to be theatrical.
You know what? You can stick your coolness where the sun don't shine. I don't feel cool about this. I feel very angry about these people.
So
I feel very angry about the other people currently living in terror that this may happen to their tower blocks. Philip Hammond said yesterday, categorically...
Yes, I don't think that language like that is appropriate when we're reflecting.
I don't give a damn what you think.
Don't you?
No, I don't.
Well, why do you invite me on your program?
Because if you're going to say I've got no right to feel passionate or angry or emotional about this, I don't give a damn whether you think I've got the right to do that. This has been a total disgrace. Philip Hammond said yesterday that categorically the cladding that had been used in this particular disaster was banned in this country, right? Was he right to say that?
Piers, actually he said that he understood and it would be a matter of criminal investigation.
Is it banned?
Once again, Piers, look...
Is it banned?
I've come on and I'm happy to talk to you at any point about what we can do practically to do this. But Piers, what you're doing is deliberately seeking to heighten the temperature rather than seeking to reason and to think about what we need to do. Of course, we need to find out exactly what the position is with this cladding. It is part of what is potentially a criminal investigation.
Is the cladding banned?
It is part of what is potentially a criminal investigation.
Is it banned?
Well,
Philip Hammond said it was.
No.
Other people say it isn't.
No, he didn't, Piers. He said that he understood that it was, and that would be subject to a criminal investigation.
If a cabinet minister says he understands something is banned, that doesn't mean he thinks it's banned.
Well, if you look exactly at what he said, you'll see that he used his words particularly carefully. And all of us, including you, Piers, should use our words carefully, because what we need to do is not to have a series of rhetorical showboating exercises. What we need
It's not showboating, Michael.
What we need is
hundreds of people potentially have been killed by a devastating fire which should never have happened, and I'm afraid the blood of these people is on the hands of the politicians from all sides, by the way, but you're the current government in power and have been for a number of years. This should never have happened. This targeted the